Hello, students. I am Sir Glenn, your subject teacher. Welcome to General Mathematics, Grade 11.
We're still in the third module entitled One-to-One and Inverse Functions. Our second lesson under this module is all about determining the inverse of one-to-one functions. Let's define first what is a one-to-one function. A function is a one-to-one function if and only if each element of the range is paired with exactly one element of the domain. So, bawat x, dapat unique yung ma-pair sa kanya kay y. Same as kay y. Dapat bawat y, once lang din siyang ma-pair dapat kay x. In short, wala dapat maulit kay x at wala dapat maulit kay y. A function f has an inverse function f raised to negative 1 if and only if f is 1 to 1. So take note, ang mga functions na mayroong inverse ay yung mga 1-to-1 functions. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kung hindi siya 1-to-1, wala siyang inverse. So, paano nga ba magre-write ng isang 1-to-1 function through its inverse? Paano i-obtain ang inverse ng isang 1-to-1 function? So, here are the steps in finding the inverse of a 1-to-1 function. First, we write the function in the form y is equal to f of x. So, in short, aalisin ito, we remove f of x and we replace it using y. Second, we interchange the x and y variables. Si x gagawing y at si y gagawing x. Third, we solve for y in terms of x. And we replace the y obtained using this symbol, f negative 1 of x. So example number 1, we determine the inverse of the following set of 1-to-1 ordered pairs or mapping diagram. So, example A. So, ano yung inverse niya? So, definitely, we just interchange the x and y values. So, kung ito yung 1-to-1 function, ang inverse niya ay, so, yung lahat ng x dito, gagawin nating y, lahat ng y gagawin x. So, from 1, 4 naging 4, 1. From 2 and 5 naging 5 and 2. From 5 and 8 naging 8 and 5. From negative 1 and 2, naging 2 and negative 1. Second example, from 1, negative 4, naging negative 4, 1. 5, 0, 0, 5. 8, 3, naging 3 and 8. 10, 5, naging 5 and 10. Third example, from 1, negative 1, naging negative 1, 1. From 2, 1, naging 1, 2. From 5, 7, naging 7, 5. From 8, 13, naging 13 and 8. Sa mapping diagram na to, so we will interchange everything. Ito lilipat natin sa right, ito gagawin natin sa left. Our answer will be yung naging first set natin, napunta siya sa second set. Yung second set dito naging first set. So, yung ID number na i-pair kay Ricar, kay Friends, kay Josh, kay Rudy. Okay? Example number 2. Let f of x be equal to x plus 2. Is the inverse of f a function? If so, give its inverse. For the solution, watch this video. So let f of x be equal to x plus 2. The question is the inverse of f a function? If so, give its inverse. So, para malaman natin kung may inverse ba si function f, kailangan muna natin siyang i-prove kung siya ay 1-to-1. So, how do we prove if a given function is 1-to-1? We use this theorem that if f of a is equal to f of b, then a is equal to b. So, let's try to prove if the function is 1-to-1. So, we have f of a is equal to f of b. So, substituting a doon sa ating function, we have a plus 2. And substituting b sa ating function, we have b plus 2. Since pareho silang positive, parehong 2, kapag tinranspose natin yung isa sa mga yan to the left or to the right, mag-0 lang din siya. So, we can immediately cancel these. it will give us a is equal to b. So since naipakita natin na a is equal to b, therefore we can say that f has an inverse kasi siya ay 1 to 1. Okay, so paano hanapin si inverse? So we have the given function f of x is equal to x plus 2. The first step, we replace this using y. So y is equal to x plus 2. Second step, pagpapalitan natin sila, si y magiging x at si x magiging y. Since equal silang dalawa, pwede natin silang pagpalitan ng positions. Y plus 2 is equal to x. Transposing positive to it will give us negative 2. So therefore, the inverse of f is equivalent to x minus 2. Okay? So take note of the following. All linear functions except constant function are 1 to 1. All quadratic functions are not 1 to 1. And all cubic functions are 1 to 1. So kapag nakita mo na ang exponent ng ating function, ang degree niya ay 1, ang exponent ng variable ay 1, it is immediately a 1 to 1 function. Pag nakita mo na ang degree ng ating function, ang pinakamalaking exponent ni variable x ay 2, hindi siya 1 to 1. At kapag ang exponent ni variable x ay 3, cubic siya, ibig sabihin 1 to 1 siya. Okay? Example number 3, we determine the inverse of f of x is equal to 2x plus 5. So for the solution, watch this video. So in this example, we determine the inverse of the function f of x is equal to 2x plus 5. So what is the first step? We replace f of x using y. We have y is equal to 2x plus 5. The second step will be pagpapalitan natin sila ng variables. Si y magiging x at si x magiging y. And then since equal naman silang dalawa, this symbol indicates that they are of the same value. Pwede natin silang pagpalitan ng positions. We have 2y plus 5 and then x. So transposing the constant term to the right, we have from positive it will become negative. So divide both sides by 2. So we have y is equal to x minus 5 all over 2. So kung nakuha mo na yung inverse, we replace y using this symbol f negative 1 of x, or the inverse of f is equal to x minus 5 all over 2. This is our answer. This is 2. Okay? Understood? Example number 4. Find the inverse of the function f of x is equal to x cubed minus 2. For the solution, watch this video. So in this example, we find the inverse of f of x is equal to x cubed minus 2. So again, our first step, we replace f of x using y. We have y is equal to x cubed minus 2. Pangalawang step, we interchange the variables. Si y magiging x at si x magiging y. Since equal silang dalawa, we can swap their positions. Magiging mapupunta si y cube minus 2 dito, and then ililipat natin to here, pagpapalitan lang natin sila ng positions. So transposing the constant term to the right, from negative 2 it will become positive 2. So para maalis yung exponent niya, we take the cube root of both sides. So we have y is equal to cube root of x plus 2, or the inverse of f is equivalent to cube root of x plus 2. So this is our answer. Understood? Example number 5. Find the inverse of the rational function f of x is equal to 2x plus 1 all over 3x minus 4. For the solution, watch this video. So we find the inverse of f of x is equal to 2x plus 1 all over 3x minus 4. So our first step, we replace f of x using y. We have y is equal to 2x plus 1 all over 3x minus 4. The second step, we interchange the variables. Y will be x and x will be y. all over 3y minus 4. So under sa number 1 yan, we cross multiply. So we have x times 3y minus 4 is equal to 2y plus 1. So we distribute to all the terms inside the parentheses cx. So x times 3y is 3xy. X times negative 4 is negative 4x is equal to 2y plus 1. So we transpose positive 2y kasi dapat lahat ng mga may y, ililipat natin siya sa left. So we just bring down 3xy. Transposing 2y, it will become negative 2y. And then, lahat ng mga walang y, ililipat sa right. So from negative 4x, it will give us positive 4x. Then we bring down plus 1. So as you can see, pareho silang may y. So pwede nating ilabas yung y. So ang may iwan na lang dito, we have 3x. At ang may iwan dito ay 2. Negative 2. So is equal to 4x plus 1. So we divide both sides using 3x minus 2 and 3x minus 2 here. So cancel. It will give us y is equal to 4x plus 1 all over 3x minus 2. Or we replace this using the symbol f raised to negative 1 of x is equal to 4x plus 1 all over 3x minus 2. So this is the inverse of the function f. This is our answer. Okay? Example number 6. Find the inverse of the rational function f of x is equal to cube root of x plus 1. For the solution, watch this video. So we find the inverse of f of x is equal to cube root of x plus 1. So the first step, we replace f of x using y. We have y is equal to cube root of x plus 1. Second step, we interchange the variables. Y will be x and x will be y. So equal silang dalawa, we can swap their positions. Mapupunta pa ding rewrite dito si y plus 1, cube root of y plus 1, dito si x. So para maalis yung cube root, we raise to 3 both sides. Okay? So ang may iwan sa kabila, y plus 1 is equal to x cube. So para maalis si positive 1, we transpose it going to the right side. We have y is equal to x cube minus 1. Or f negative 1 of x is equal to x cube minus 1. So this is the inverse of the given function. Okay? Example number 7. Find the inverse of f of x is equal to x squared plus 4x minus 2 if it exists. So, sabi ko kanina, kapag ang pinakamalaking exponent ni variable x sa ating function ay 2, quadratic function siya, ibig sabihin, hindi siya 1-to-1. So, our solution here, the function given is a quadratic function. Its graph is a parabola which do not satisfy the horizontal line test. It is not a 1-to-1 function, therefore, its inverse does not exist. Okay? And lastly, find the inverse of f of x is equal to the absolute value of 3x if it exists. The function given is an absolute value function. Its graph is shaped like a V. This function fails the horizontal line test and is not 1-to-1. Therefore, its inverse does not exist. Okay? For the activity, do activity 2. So we determine the inverse of the following set of 1-to-1 ordered pairs or mapping diagrams. Property of the inverse of a 1-to-1 function. Given a 1-to-1 function f of x and its inverse f raised to negative 1 of x, then the following are true. The inverse of f negative 1 of x is f of x. Yung inverse ng inverse ay yung original function. F of f negative 1 of x is equal to x for all x in the domain of the inverse. And the composition of the inverse and the original function is also equivalent to x for all x in the domain of the original function f. So in short, we use this property to verify if a given pair of functions are inverses of each other. So, ang ginagamit natin dito yung property B and property C. Again, these two are used to verify if a given pair of functions are inverses of each other. Okay, so paano siya gamitin? It's like this. Example number 9. Use composition, property B and C of the property of the inverse of a one-to-one function to verify if the given pairs are inverses of each other. For the solution, watch this video. So in this example, we use composition to verify if the given pair are inverses of each other. So the first item, f of x is equal to negative 3x and g of x is equal to negative x all over 3. So para makasiguro tayo na yung dalawa ay inverses ng isa't isa, we need to show, NTS stands for need to show, that f of g of x is equal to x and g of f of x is also equal to x. Okay, so let's start doon sa una. We have f of g of x is the same as f of negative x all over 3. So substituting negative x all over 3 sa x ni f will give us negative 3 times negative x all over 3. So makakancel niya yan, may iwan ay negative 1 sa taas. Isa dito, negative 1 times negative x is positive x. So this, the next one, we need to show that g of f of x is also equivalent to x. So therefore, doing so, we have g of f of x is the same as g of negative 3x. So ang ipapalit natin sa x ni g dito sa part na to ay si negative 3 all over x. So doing so, it will give us negative times negative 3x all over 3. So negative times negative is positive, so 3x all over 3 or x. Okay, so since na-prove natin, naipakita natin na f of g of x is equal to x at yung g of f of x is also equivalent to x, we can say that f and g are inverses of each other. Okay, so we can say therefore f and g are inverses of each other. Since na-prove natin, naipakita natin na f of g of x ay equivalent ni x at yung g of f of x ay equivalent din ni x. Okay? So in this example, we try to verify if the given pair are inverses of each other. So we use the same method in the previous example. Okay? So we need to show here that f of g of x is equivalent to x, and similarly we need to show also that g of f of x is equivalent to x. So this can be written as f of g of x can be written as f of 3x plus 4. So ito ngayon yung isa-substitute natin sa x ni f. So doing so, we have 1/3 times 3x plus 4 and then minus 4. We have distributing 1/3 to all the terms inside the parentheses. We have 3x all over 3. 1/3 times 3x is 3x all over 3. Plus 1/3 times 4 is 4 all over 3 minus 4. So this will be x plus 4 all over 3 minus 4. The LCD of the constant term is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 times 4 is 4. All over 1 here. 3 divided by 1 is 3. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. So, ang nakuha natin ay x minus 8 all over 3. So, similarly, here, g of f of x can be written as g of 1/3 x minus 4. So, ito ngayon yung isa-substitute natin sa x ni G. So, doing so, substituting this value here, we have 3 times 1/3 x minus 4, and then plus 4. Distributing 3 to all the terms inside the parentheses, 3 times 1/3 x is 3x all over 3. And then 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. Then we bring down plus 4. So, mag-1 na yan. So, x minus 8 is the equivalent of g of f of x. And then, this is the equivalent of f of g of x. Since, nung sinubukan nating kunin, kung ang equivalent nila ay x, ang lumabas ay hindi x. Ang lumabas, instead of x, we have x minus 8 all over 3 and x minus 8. Since hindi natin na ipakita yung need to show natin na dapat mag-equal silang dalawa kay x, we can say that f and g are not inverses of each other. Kasi magkaiba yung nakuha natin at hindi equal kay x. Understood?
For the supplemental activity 3.2, you read the instructions carefully in each activity, then give the best/correct answer. First part, write T if the statement is true, otherwise write F. Part 2, find the inverse of each function. And part 3, use composition to verify if the given pairs are inverses of each other. You show your solutions. Again, submission of all outputs will be on Friday.